The Niners' kicking game under Robbie Gould has been extremely solid for years, and most NFL teams, frankly, can't say that. I mean, even the Dallas Cowboys, who are considered a good NFL team, had kicking problems in the NFL playoffs last year and nearly lost a playoff game because of it. But the Niners did lose Robbie Gould this offseason. So far, they've been looking wide and far for their replacement kicker. And while they initially signed Zane Gonzalez, many people looked at this as not the long-term solution, but perhaps just a bridge. It proved out to be even less than that because the Niners selected Jake Moody, the kicker out of Michigan, in round 3 with pick 36. Many fans immediately went crazy because frankly, selecting a kicker in round 3 is unheard of, and Jake Moody was the first kicker off the board. General manager John Lynch then went to go on and say, well, it was more like a 4th round selection, but nonetheless, it was a big price to play for Jake Moody. So in this video, I want to dive a little bit deeper into the player Jake Moody and see if he does offer what Robbie Gould offered for San Francisco for such a long time. Moody enters the NFL 6'1", 210 pounds, and he does have a much stronger leg than Robbie Gould, who routinely kicked the ball through the uprights past 50 yards throughout his college time. But what exactly did he do throughout his college career? Arguably, one of the most important things that Jake Moody was extremely proficient in throughout his college career was kicking off the ball. And while this sounds like a small thing for the Niners, it's not. Their punter, Mitch Wishnowsky, does much better when he doesn't have to handle kickoff duties. So by Jake Moody taking over this duty, we should expect to see Mitch Wishnowsky carry over the production we saw last year. Jake Moody was widely considered the best kicker in this draft, and that's why the Niners did pull the trigger on him so early. He's had a couple of impressive statistics I've stumbled across. One of the biggest things was in 2022, he set a school record scoring 147 points, ranking 2nd in the FBS. That mark was better than Desmond Howard's 1991 Heisman winning campaign of 138 points scored. But not just that, Moody was able to also set a school record of 355 points scored, and he did this all over the field. While he's better probably 40 yards and in, he has much stronger leg than Robbie Gould, who started losing a little bit of his leg as the years went on. So while many fans have looked at the pick of Jake Moody and said flat out, it's a horrible pick, the Niners should have picked up a tackle or maybe someone that would make a bigger impact. To me, I think Jake Moody is probably the rookie that's going to make the biggest impact immediately. He's often the highest scorer on the team, kickers win the closest games, and the Niners tend to be in a ton of close games thanks to how good they actually are. So what is there to be expected out of Jake Moody? For me, I think Jake Moody is going to be the ideal kicker for San Francisco, and he'll probably be their best kicker they've had in a long time, maybe even better than Robbie Gould. These are just my thoughts on Jake Moody entering the NFL, and I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. It would also mean a ton to me if you liked and subscribed. Thank you guys so much for watching.